Okay, how's it going, everybody? This is GottaTransformEmAll's. We are back to my Eggciting Hatchathon, where I've made 600 eggs, featuring basically every single Pokemon that can be obtained through egg hatching. So boxes 1 through 20 filled with eggs, 600 in total. We hatched the first third, or the first 7 boxes, and unfortunately we have not gotten a shiny yet. That is okay, that is only the first 200, and it's a 1 in 512 odds for Masuda hunting, which all these eggs were with Masuda. One thing I forgot to mention, with, where are you, Purloin here. So my Ditto, my foreign Ditto is German in origin. Somehow, the Liepard I have as like my main, my living dex Liepard was also German, and I almost didn't catch that until I was like putting it back into the home. I was like, wait, that is an interesting name for Liepard. Oh, it's German? That means Purloin and Liepard were originally not going to be Masuda Method, because they would have been the same region. So I had to like put the Liepard back in home, take out the Purloin, and breed the Purloin to get Masuda Method Purloin eggs. Oh, unfortunately, it still didn't work out because we did not get a shiny from either of those, but that would have been funny if I had not noticed it, and these were just like max odds Purloin eggs. But that was the only discrepancy I noticed, and thankfully I caught it. But today, obviously, we are just continuing with these eggs, so we are going to start with these ones here. Again, I'm going to try not to like really be looking at the list. It's there for you all to reference, and I will have it open at my end, but I want to kind of be surprised at what eggs are coming up. And I do know from just looking at it yesterday, and from where we left off, we have another Swirlix egg and 2 Spritzy eggs, and then I don't remember what these 2 are, but here we go. We were going to get right into it. Again, the main biggest hope for all of this is a test of luck, and hopefully we can get at least a shiny, because the odds say there should be one, especially when we have 600 and not just 512. But it is also entirely likely, or possible I guess, that we also just get nothing out of the 600, and that would suck. So fingers crossed. In these, I mean, hopefully in today's eggs, but if not, hopefully at least in tomorrow's eggs, we have at least one shiny. Oh, and it just clicked to me, like, these other 2 eggs are Dewpider? Okay. Dewpider is clearly a quicker egg hatch than Swirlix and Spritzy. There we go. I would assume, since like Swirlix and Spritzy are kind of like an equivalent duo of sorts, like version exclusives, they have the same sort of evolution method, just with different items, same region. Like, I would assume they gave them the same egg steps to hatch, so I assume we'll just have like 3. Yep, Well, we'll have 3 in a row. Just hatching all together. Now, I would love a shiny Spritzy, because I don't have that or a Aromatisse. We do not have Spritzy, but got one more. And that's also nothing. Actually, before we go speeding off, I gotta put these back into the box. And we move on to the next 5. Also, for anyone watching, please feel free to let me know what you think of the thumbnail. I've been using GIMP to do all the thumbnails, the custom thumbnails I've done, and this one was a little wonky, to say the least. So many eggs. Just I took like a general egg sprite and just copy pasted and warped it a bunch over a blurred out box full of eggs. Definitely low budget, and I understand that, but it works for me at the moment anyway. If I ever get big enough, or maybe I have the money to use for like a thumbnail artist, that is something I will consider in the future. Ooh, we got why not? Now, Wobbuffet is what we've been aura hunting on this route. Could we get a shiny? Nope. The aura hunting will continue. With the yellow background, it is definitely harder to tell if a Galarian Farfetch'd is shiny or not. like the yellow and the glowing does not help discern the white chest or not. Because that is the main difference I have noticed for a regular and shiny Galarian Farfetch'd. The feathers and the chest area are more yellowish, and that background does not help things in the slightest. But we didn't get a shiny anyway. We got one last egg for the party. Don't know what this is going to be. Chinchou? Okay. So the first egg for the next party is also a Chinchou. Which I forget. I believe I am missing a Lantern still from Scarlet. But I forget if I've gotten a Chinchou or not. Moving on. Literally. We're moving on to here. We're moving on to there. So at the moment, I don't have my AC on. I thought it's been a rainy day all day. It shouldn't be that hot. It's already not the case. I am starting to sweat already. So I might have to turn that on, but again, the lowest setting I can. Just help keep the room cool enough. I don't really know how much of that background noise actually comes on the camera. Or camera? This is on the microphone. But yeah, especially for a long stream like this, if it's gonna just get hotter in here, I'm gonna need that AC on, but I'll hold off on it for now. Scraggy is like one of those like interesting shiny lines where, yeah, shiny Scraggy's okay. Like, is it a noticeable difference? I think so, but it's also kind of the same, similar color. And then just Scrafty goes green for some reason. Which is a better shiny difference, at least. Do I have one more? Yes, I do have one more. Oh, interestingly, the Chinchou takes more steps than Scraggy and Kurogunk. There we go. But this is the second Chinchou egg. Which, if it was shiny, would have been evolved into Lantern. But alas, it is another non-shiny. So the goal for today is to get through at least no, the goal for tonight is to get through another third of these boxes, so boxes 8 through 14. And then the next stream, hopefully again tomorrow, would be 15 through 21. Well, 15 through 20 for the main thing of this video. Or video. I guess streams. I'm not making a video of this, at least at the moment. But something I could do down the road, but again, this is just a stream thing. There's 20 boxes. There is a 21st box, which I will reveal what that's about when we get to it. I wouldn't get too excited about it, but it's going to depend on the luck with that box, I guess. I mean, just hopefully there's luck with these other 20. We're already on 0 for 7 boxes. Partway through the 8th. I just want one. I'm just hoping for one. Hopefully it can be a new one. I think we have a bunch of Pokemon here that, funny enough, I have a shiny, but only in Pokemon Go. Yeah, both Galarian, Stunfisk, and Shuckle I have in Pogo, but not in an actual game. Okay, well, Barboge, I have you in Legends Arceus at least, and Scarlet. This would be a third for the line. That one will be another Shellos. And then we'll be surprised. Well, I'll be surprised by whatever comes out of these next ones. Was that one more egg? Nope, that was the party. Okay. this 5, we will finish off box 8. Again, if there's still no shiny in these 5, it will still be okay. Provided we can still get lucky and have some, like, at least something in all of these eggs come out as a shiny. But again, it's very possible we get nothing, which will be devastating for all the work that got put into just getting an egg for all these different Pokemon. We can only have our fingers crossed. Hatching another shiny Galarian Corsola would be pretty funny. But we got nothing to laugh at. Impidimp has a really good shiny. Like pink to blue. Would not mind having another of that, even though I have the line completed from Scarlet. Alright, that was all 5. And that was it for box 8. We go to box 9. I'm just curious, was that one female? Nope, they were both male. We lucked with the Combi, with the one, the Vespiquen slot, being female. But unfortunately, these are both male, so imagine if it was a shiny male Salandit, and it was in, like, the Salazzle spot. I literally could not evolve it into Salazzle. Obviously, I would not have minded a shiny male Salandit, though. I don't have one at all. Well, obviously, we did not get one. Oop. Nope. Luckily, it just stops you from taking that last Pokemon out. Oop. Nope. There we go. Alright. I think with Pawniard here, another important note, there is no, like, additional eggs for Pokemon that exist in a future game. So, with Pawniard here, there are only two, because in this game there's only Pawniard and the Bisharp. There is no King Gambit, so there is no third Pawniard egg. So this next egg is going to be something else. Ooh, throw, and I'm assuming the next one's got to be sock. I would take shinies of either. Or I guess at this point I'd take a shiny sock. I love how it's like not low enough to not be partially off screen. these eggs to my party and run until the first one starts hatching. Then while the first one's hatching, I am going to go turn this AC on because it is just getting in this room. Okay, it'll be on the lowest setting, so hopefully it's not too loud. A downpour of a day does not make a difference. The heat in this room. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that helps. It almost kind of sounds like it's waterlogged. One more egg left, okay. This is just for, yeah, one more egg. There's a big difference between Cleffa and Togepi and whatever is in this egg. Is this another Basculin? There shouldn't be. Munchlax, okay. longer for this other Munchlax egg patch. There we go. I guess like with Roselia, I made sure to make it Munchlax Snorlax. Okay. I'm pretty sure for some I must have actually went to the effort of taking off the incense and then putting it back into the daycare for another egg. But I'm also pretty sure for some I just left it for the whole line. Alright, here we go with the last ones for box 9. Ooh, I'm not going to skip over that. It's not a shiny, but I just can't. As long as I can notice them, I can't not check. We went an entire Masuda hunt, not finding a single one. We're nearly... Like, that stuff I just checked was number 649. 655 is 200 over odds. We're getting close to that. Ooh, I wouldn't mind something from the GottaTransformEmAll's line, because I do not have anything for this yet. Like, I've had 0 luck in Scarlet somehow. I just have to try harder in Scarlet. Oh, I got one more egg. Is GottaTransformEmAll's isolatable? like I'm trying to think like what other psychic types are like in that town. Well, I guess that's Gothorita, not Gothita. Something to look into, probably. Like, find out if there's a place where I can isolate Gothita. If I can't isolate it, I have the Switch 2. Good luck. If it's an outbreak. I think the probably main complaint with the new Switch 2 updates. Like, the space for which Pokemon can spawn is so much larger than the outbreak space that you get so many more just other Pokemon spawning at outbreaks. And then, like, if you're trying to KO or auto battle them, like, you might KO one, but then it just makes like a different Pokemon spawn to replace. Yeah, I'm pretty sure outside of like I think if it wasn't an event outbreak, like the Oddish and the plus or minus ones, or if it's not an isolated, like sandwich shiny hunt, I don't know if I've gotten a shiny otherwise in Scarlet so far, since having the Switch 2. know if I've ever heard Elgiums cry before. I heard that and just had like a moment to process the sound. That's such an interesting cry. You know, I think definitely once this is all done, I'm going to have to go through and pick out what Pokemon I want to... Was that it? Yeah. What Pokemon I want to prioritize Masuda hunting this game next. I think the obvious choice is Galarian Ponyta for what I do next. Now that will not be another one of those, I'm only doing this on stream and I'm not stopping until that's done. I'll probably stream it every so often. Or maybe not even if I get lucky enough and I just finish it off screen. But Galarian Ponyta is probably my next Masuda hunt. Then maybe Kabuto. Since that's a Shield exclusive in this game and I'm not interested in doing fossil resets in Let's Go. So Galarian Ponyta, probably then Kabuto. I don't know, this is just interesting seeing like what would be a Pokemon I would want to do after that. Elgium is sort of like an oddball, surprisingly, like I'd be interested in hunting that shiny, even if it's maybe not the greatest one. Oop, I'm gonna sneeze, I'm gonna mute. And that way you don't have to hear me sneezing directly into the mic. was that? 5, yep. Shiny Mawile would have been a fun one to get. Honestly, if we can get lucky and any of these, like, single stage Pokemon hatch shiny that I'm missing, that would be, like, absolute best case scenario. Because that's just, like, a hunt I would never have to do otherwise. And of course, something like Mawile would be available in Legends ZA at least, but, like, I don't know, like, imagine if we had gotten Pyuganuku earlier. I can't say Sableye because I have you in Scarlet. Final 5 for box 10. After this, we'll be halfway through. Still looking for a shiny, which is unfortunate. I'd at least feel better if we had gotten one. I will feel better if we get one early on. Because the longer we go with that one, the more, I guess, sense of dread I will get that there is maybe not any in all these eggs. Which, again, is a possibility, but it will feel more real the farther in we go without one. Like, I can say it all we want, but it won't feel like a real possibility until it's actually happening, you know? So I'm just hoping we see one. Ooh, shiny Maractus would have been a nice one too. Maractus is also another one I've considered doing. I do consider me a Maractus enjoyer. Like, just design-wise, I guess. I've never used Maractus personally in a gameplay, but I like Maractus and Sigilyph, actually. Just such a weird guy. Although, to be fair, I don't hate many Pokemon, and the only two that really come to mind are purely because of the laziness of their design. I'm looking at a Alolan Diglett and Galarian Slowpoke. Just Alolan Diglett, they put 3 hairs on him and called it a form. Galarian Slowpoke, they put some yellow on him and called it a form. Just such a lazy designs for regional forms that gives us something like Galarian Darmanitan or Alolan Raichu. Like, more different, like, even though, like, Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix are very similar, there's at least a major color palette swap. And I do believe the Alolan Vulpix's tails is at least, like, wavier on top of that. But it's like Alolan Diglett's just 3 hairs, and then, like, Galarian Slowpoke is just some yellow. It's just so, I don't know, so lazy to me, just design-wise for those two. had a sneeze coming so suddenly I didn't even have time to mention I was muting for a moment to sneeze. Alright, but with that, we are halfway through this Hatchathon. That was the first 300 eggs, and unfortunately we have no shinies thus far. But we're not done with this stream. We have boxes 11, 12, and 11, 12, 13, and 14. So 4 more boxes. Ooh, where am I going? And if we're lucky, we'll have one in these next 4 boxes. If not, we'll have to hope and pray the last stream has a shiny in it. Again, it's an odds, not a guarantee. So we could get none. We could get 1. We could get 2. We could get who knows. I'm just hoping for 1, because the odds and probability say there should be 1 in these eggs. But again, my shiny Whismur hunts are an indication that can very easily not be the case. Yeah, 2 more eggs, okay. Okay, that's the other Cufant. There we go. I thought for a moment Aracuda is what we're waiting on for this last egg, but we've already done the Aracuda eggs, so I don't know who this is going to be. Toxel. Alrighty. I'm kind of surprised Aracuda and Cramorant were not like next to each other in the Pokedex, considering their whole gimmick together. I guess really the gimmick of Cramorant just having an Aracuda in its mouth. Here we go with the next group. My favorite thing of the Sword and Shield biking, when you hit one direction and the bike just says, no, I'm gonna go in the other direction. Like when I went to turn around, I went up to turn around and the bike went down. Was only the third egg? You know, I without the sparkles coming up, I don't know if I will see if Hippopotas hatches shiny. Okay, yeah, there are these that looked identical to the last egg. I have been completely ignoring them. But go figure, I hit A accidentally. Right where there was a feather to be picked up. So if we have Durant, the next one's probably Heatmore. Which would again be another shiny I'd love to have. It's one I will have to get another day. That was the party. Okay. Yeah, I think it's likely to say if we end up doing all these eggs and I don't have a shiny, that is going to be very gonna put a damper on the odds of me doing this again with every Pokemon again. I might do this idea for a single Pokemon hunts. Like do just a flat 512 of one Pokemon and see how many shinies might hatch in that amount. I mean, it could also be none, but at the same time, it would just be at least just kind of a normal Masuda hunt at that point. Just hatching the eggs later. If it's over 512, well, that would have just been over 512 anyway. Like, this at least was just more of a larger and longer project that I got the idea for and really wanted to do. And will stink if we get no shinies. I've said it over and over again at this point, I'm sure, but it's true. Those eggs took much longer than Trapinch did. Oh, and it being an Axew makes sense. Last 5 for box 11. The top one is the last Axew egg. But again, without looking at the list, I don't know what the other 4 here are. It is linked in the chat and the description. The list of what egg in each box is. But I don't remember what order everything is in. I just know how the order was decided, which again was just the base Galar Dex, followed by the Isle of Armor added Mons, then the Crown Tundra added Mons, and then just any other Pokemon I could see that is available in this game that you can get from an egg, like Unova and Darumaka. I'm gonna assume Hornedge was at the end of the line for these eggs. And the other 2 are in the top of the next box. Oh, I think this is another interesting situation of, like with Meowth, where I got Galarian, Meowth, and Berserker together, and then because of how the Pokedex for Galar was, Persian followed right after, but then I had to add on regular Meowth at the end. I think in this case, we have 2 Galarian Yamask eggs, and then 1 normal Yamask egg for Cofagrigus, and then the regular Yamask is towards the end, I think somewhere in box 20. So I think this one's a normal Yamask and not a Galarian one. Yep. Also good to know that I did do it right. Because very rarely did I do like a test egg for anything. I think it was like maybe the first like other form with an Everstone I made sure hatched into the right form. And then maybe the first Incense one I made sure hatched with that proper baby form. But for the most part I just assumed the egg was made correctly. Oh, we got one more egg. Oh yeah, that was the Axew. That's right. One more Axew. Ooh, I have to check this, because I saw it. Still no shiny from the auras. I am keeping track and adding it onto the encounter markers, which are not showing, but I could. I think I can briefly show it. Yeah, there it is. So there's the 650. We're currently at 4 Snuffle encounters. I mean, that is obviously not the main point of these streams, but if I see that, I don't want to miss the opportunity of maybe getting a shiny there. I'm not looking for it, obviously, but if I see it, I will go for it. Because Stuffle and Swirlix especially are a higher chance of a shiny than these Masuda eggs. And with that, box 11 is done. Now we move on to box 12, where I know these two are more Honedge eggs. But I do not know what these other 3 are. So I'm trying not to just look at the list. Oh, you know another fun idea I could do with this too, which again would be entirely dependent on what we hatch, if we hatch a shiny. If we hatch a shiny, and it's one for a line I don't have, maybe I make that the next Masuda hunt. I say we get to Smoochum and Jinx, and we hatch a Smoochum. Maybe I just make the next Masuda hunt Jinx or Smoochum to get the line done. Of course, this idea is entirely dependent on if we hatch a shiny, and if it's one I needed, and it's in a line. So lots of ifs for that idea to happen. Otherwise, I think right now the plan is just do Galarian Ponyta for the next Masuda hunt. That's one of the only... Because it was that and Corsola, I think are pretty much like Shield exclusive, and these games exclusive at the moment. I guess there is also Pokemon Go for Galarian Ponyta. I haven't gotten one in there yet. Oh, speaking of, I did not realize Ponyta was here. I did not realize Ponyta was here. That's hilarious timing. And yeah, that next egg will be another Ponyta. How funny would it be if we hatched a shiny here, and that would just like further cement that is our next Masuda hunt? That didn't happen. I would have loved to have gotten like one Galarian Ponyta there. And then again, with regards to regular Ponyta and Rapidash, those eggs are in here as well. But I believe those were among the last ones added, so they're probably somewhere in box 20 if I were to guess. And I'm pretty sure the box 20 is mostly like the original versions of Galarian forms. So you have like Hoenn, Zigzagoon, Unova, Darumaka, Kanto, Ponyta. No, those are all tacked on at the end. Even though I'll remember that when we get there, I'm still not, without looking at the list, I won't know what the order they ended up in was. Oh, that is a Swirlix. I gotta check it. $230 for Swirlix. Yeah, that's only about halfway to odds. Because I have 500 beaten for both Swirlix and Stuffle. Those Aura encounter odds are 1 in 455. Which is better than Masuda at 1 in 512. But we are well over odds of finding anything from an Aura encounter. And I mean anything. Like, combining Swirlix and Stuffle, we are at 880. And it's 1 in 455, so we are literally like double over odds, just about. Like 10 away. But I will not give up Aura hunting, because I find it is an engaging enough difference that I find it's worth trying it. And again, for a lot of these Aura encounters, I have gotten lucky and found it before hitting the max shiny chance. Like the shiny Amora I got was 70 or 71. So like the most basic shiny odds increase for the Aura encounters, and I got one. One more egg, okay. Yeah, that was the last egg. Like, I started continuing biking around, and I was like, wait a minute, didn't I just have one more egg? But again, I am really hoping there is at least a shiny in all these eggs. I've said it a bunch of times, I know. I'll probably say it a few more. But for the first of this idea, and the amount of time and work it was to get all the different Pokemon eggs, I'm hoping I can at least be rewarded for this first time for the effort. Like, I will take anything as a shiny for this specific example. Like, it can be a Heracross that I've gotten in Scarlet and Legends Arceus. It can be... Heck, I'd take a Charmander. I'd definitely take anything of the Bulbasaur line. I assume this next one is Passimian. Yep, Passimian. One more egg. There we go. I think we've got a bunch of single stages coming here. Watch, I say that, but it's like Togedemaru was the last one and we go back into evolution lines. Trample would have been a nice one to get. Turtonator would have been a funny one to get. Because that was something I got, I actually got way back in either Sun or Ultra Moon. I forget which game gave it to me. But it's probably... Like, I always bring up the story of Shiny Sneasel was my first shiny in X. Or no, Y. Sorry. Oh, Y Friend Safari. That was my first shiny Sneasel. And then... Gen 7, I always only remember I somehow found 2 full odds shiny Alolan Grimer while I was just looking for a Magnemite to just work on completing the decks. Like, I somehow found 2, and I was losing my mind after the second one. But I completely forget the Turtonator. Like, he was from there as well, and I just don't remember getting him. And I feel bad, because I like Shiny Turtonator, but I just don't remember getting it. But he's my like, OT. Like, original trainer. Oh, that was the party. I also apparently have a shiny Eevee. I think from the same games. It's like, now that I think about it, I had a lot more like shiny luck in Sun or Ultra Moon. Never found a wormhole shiny though. I did at least try for Regice in Ultra Moon. I found the wormhole for Regice, and I told myself I would try it. But then the Switch came out, Pokemon games came out on the Switch, and it just became something I never went back to. And then when all the news came out that they were going to be shutting down all the bank and transfer stuff, or at least closing up the 3DS shop and whatnot, so you can't re-download it or anything. Thankfully I still have it, so if I ever wanted to go back to my 3DS, I could. But I have transferred all of the main Pokemon from those games forward into home. So I don't have anything to realistically shiny hunt with in the game. So it would probably just be easier to restart. I likely just, I probably left a random, like, throwaway Pokemon as my one party member and sent everything from those games into home. We have reached Clobberbus. Unfortunately, the first one did not hatch as a shiny. Now this could be my example coming to fruition. If this is a shiny, it has to be grapple locked. Okay, it's not a shiny. I might have... I would have been extremely sad if we finally got a shiny Clobberbus and I had to make it a grapple locked per the rules of this. Thankfully that did not happen. That's that party. I really do wish we could have hatched a shiny Clobbopus, though. Like, just for the record, that is my absolute favorite Gen 8 Pokemon. That's why I'm saying it. I have Grapplocked from Dynamax Adventures, but I still do not have a Clobbopus. I would really like one of those. Like, that might also have to be a Masuda hunt I revisit. Because I remember for the longest time, I didn't even track how many eggs I hatched. But I hatched so many Clobbopus eggs. Like, using my Grapplocked for my team in this game, plus the German Ditto. And just never got one. I wish, and I'm also glad I didn't count. It's like, I wish I counted, but at the same time, I'm glad I didn't. Because I'm afraid and would not be happy to know how many eggs I hatched without one. Luckily, the ones I started doing where I counted the number of eggs have been decent enough. Those are only the first 2 eggs. Now, I would have absolutely been happy with another shiny Delmise, but nothing would have compared. It would not have compared to the luckiest one I found. And being from an egg would have had 0 chance of having a mark. Alright, who we got on these other 2 eggs? I think that makes sense. I think Whismur is another, like, stupidly high egg step Pokemon. Well, and that is it for box 12. move on to 13. As far as this stream goes, this is the start of the second to last box that we will be doing. Because I'm breaking this up into thirds. Because I'm not going to be able to sit through all of these eggs in one sitting. Unfortunately, I could not play test this. Did not have any idea how long this would take. Work schedule and whatnot, need to make sure I get sleep. Makes sense to just split it into threes. As long as I stream tomorrow, this will all be done tomorrow, because there will be no streams this weekend. Because again, work schedule, I close near every weekend. This should be Soul Rock. Again, would be another shiny I'd love to have. It's one we will get another day. Oh, wait. Oh, we got one more egg of something here. But this, the last egg there is going to be a Galarian Mr. Mime. And the first egg in the next group will be another one. If either of those could be shiny, that would complete my Galarian Mr. Mime line. I still got one more to maybe get it. Again, that top egg is another Galarian Mr. Mime egg. And then, without looking at my list, you guys can, of course. We're in box 13. But I'm trying not to, just to be surprised at what ends up hatching. It's more egg-citing that way. Unintended. And I'm both sorry and not sorry. I only know one Eggciting, Mr. Mime. And don't know what the other four are. Of course, I stopped to check how many eggs are left right before we start hatching another one. Oh, we might be hitting the end of the Galardex. So I think I remember Charmander being at the end of it, which surprised me. Yeah, box 14 might be the start of Isle of Armor. It's 14 or 15, I think. I do remember there is a box that is very clearly, like, the start of this box is where Galarian Slowpoke is, and that starts the DLCs. One more egg. Another much longer taking egg. There we go. This one seems to be taking... Oh, there we go. Never mind. Shut up. I was just gonna say these ones seem to be taking a longer time to hatch. Where are we at? Pseudos? Is that why? Or where we have Larvitar and Dreepy or something? Oh, we know at least one of these is a dino egg. Again, without checking the list, couldn't tell you what the other four are going to be. I know if nothing else, the dino egg's going to take forever to hatch. Oh, there we go. think we're at the end of the Galardex. I'm like 99% sure Dreepy is at the end of it. And then I think it follows Zacian and Zamazenta. Which obviously cannot be shiny hunted and therefore do not have eggs in this. Alright, we are on the final box of tonight. This will take us to eggs. I don't know, something to 400. And once this box is done, we will be 2/3 of the way done, with presumably, hopefully, one more stream tomorrow to finish them off. If I'm not mistaken, this box is the first for the DLCs, because I don't remember anything coming after Dreepy in the main Pokédex. And then obviously Glare and Slowpoke's the first thing you're introduced to and gifted when they were dropping the DLCs. There we go. I see, that's such an awful regional form. It's just Slowpoke with some yellow on it. I've been trying to think about what, again, did I didn't grab more eggs, oh jeez. I've been trying to think of, like, what Pokemon are from the Isle of Armor, specifically, that I would like to get as shinies. We could, I mean, maybe they're in this box, maybe they're in an upcoming box that'll be next stream. Only two coming to mind: the Rillapup line and the Venipede line. I'd love shinies for any of those. I'm sure there's more, but those are the only two that just like immediately jump to my mind. Oh, and Carvana Sharpedo. That's another two. As annoying as Sharpedo are in the water of the Isle of Armor, I would still not mind shiny. And speaking of Pokemon, can you tell if this is a shiny? We'll only know if we hatch it and we notice it before the sparkles come up. it goes. Look out. Ooh, we only have 10 more eggs for this box and for this stream. We're gonna get lucky in these next 10 and finally hatch a shiny. We're gonna go into the last third in the next stream with big old nothing. Nothing in those 5. We have our last 5. And then the funny way, if you want to look at it like this, and I will choose to, we are still within odds, even if we don't get a shiny here. Because it's 1 in 512. And after these 5, we will have hatched 400. So we are still doing fine, even if we don't get one here. I want to get one here. That's a different story. But what I want and what we'll get do not correlate. I think we have one more egg. Yep, one more egg. It's something that takes longer to hatch than any of the other 3 Pokemon. Alright, last egg for the night. I don't know what this is. Will we have last egg magic? Oh, Druddigon would have been amazing to end on a shiny. That is another one I've been doing a aura hunt for, because I like the orange and green like carrot color scheme. Like it's like a weird color combo, but it works really nicely for Druddigon. I would have loved that one here. That was the last egg for this stream. We have finished 2/3 of the boxes. Tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, our next stream will be boxes 15 through 21, with 15 through 20 completing the main thing of the challenge, if we even want to call it a challenge. The main part of the Hatchathon. So again, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. With, again, if these two at the bottom right here, if these two, which are mystery Pokemon, if they hatch shiny, any other shiny I have gotten from this will be given away, even if it's something I need. And then there's an extra box here. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this opening. Oh, I'm tired. That'll do it for this stream, everybody. Thank you guys all so much for watching, tuning in, clicking on the video, whatever you did. I do appreciate anything and everything. But in the meantime, stay tuned for more. Hopefully the last one will be tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.